sell your business, and it's got to tell a story. If it doesn't tell a story, it's lost its impact straight away, which is the importance of using a graphic designer. I just wanted to go through a little bit. This is my family. This is Remy, my oldest, Luke, and my wife Anita, and that's my newest addition, Rio the cat. I'm getting to stand still, so. Toucan Design, where the names come from. I've got an identical twin brother who I call spare parts. He's older than me, and he calls me the clone. We came up with the name because there's two of us, we can design, that's where the name came from, Toucan Design. Unfortunately, he's not here, he's in Spain. These are a few of the things, a bit about me over the past. I'm a big diver. I've dived in a lot of places around the world. I've done some stupid things like parking cars on the nose of the desert, which I haven't managed to duplicate. Track days. I just like adrenaline stuff, close enough. I'll probably get a little bit too off front, but it's still a lot of fun. I've been around a few places. I was born in Yorkshire. I was in Dubai for 20 years, running my business there. We moved to Melbourne in 2012 and I moved to the Gold Coast last year. And last year I was made an Australian citizen. So Toucan Design. Our caption is created by nature. So this part of it is I want to go into a process which is very simple. It's analyse, design, communicate, reach. So the vital information that we need to design your branding is part of the analytical side of it. The design speaks for itself. It's how to attract your customers. To communicate, it's an effective design of visual message. And reach is obviously connecting your target audience. So this part is just some examples of areas that we cover. So these are a few examples of logos, and branding is an extension of that logo. So when you need internal material for events, your communication material, your stationery, your vehicle branding, your website design, which is, like Rob said, we work closely with web developers and marketing agencies to get that branding out. But that branding still needs to be produced and designed, and it's got to follow the same unique style of the original logo. Signage. Oh, what's that now? We do outdoor signage and brochures, from your standard small brochures to anything. Depends on your budget really, how far you want to go and how much you want to spend. But I've got 20 years experience in print management as well. So we can do R&D in research and development, what you want to do with your branding, whether you want to do something different. Like that brochure there is made out of PVC leather, because it wanted to match the car that it was supporting. It was a $2 million car that it was selling. So I used double line stitching around the, I actually got it here. So there's a few examples. This is the brochure. So it's made to look like the inside of the car. So this is done for a local shake in Dubai. Packaging, this is a $300 bottle of honey, which is sold as gifts to locals. Vehicle branding, fish and chip, mobile fish and chip unit we designed and put together. Advertising templates and site design. I put site design because, like I said, with Rob, we can work closely with them and developers. We don't do the back end side of it. We want to make sure the site follows the same style as the branding. Agencies. We've got 4 different types of packages. If you want to know more about that, just ask me about that later on. But it covers from startups to established businesses looking for more creative exposure. These are a few examples of before and after. So what I wanted to show you. This is their logo before they got in touch with us, and this is how it ended up. From Tech Services, we suggested they change the name because it wasn't related to his business. We helped him research the name and seal it in the URL. Regal Security. So we've made it a lot more structured and it's a lot more solid, a lot stronger. extreme detailing. Now the biggest problem with that one, all I saw was extreme. I didn't see detailing, and that was the main focus of the business. So for us, it was, you need to change it around. The detailing needs to stand out, because that's what you've got to understand what your customers are going to be looking at. They're not going to look at extreme. Extreme could mean anything. It could mean absolutely anything. It doesn't focus on your business. PG Painting, I wanted to cover their services. Their strapline was quality as our priority. I came up with, I suggested we take the paint out of painting, just to support the branding. So it's more than just doing the logo. King Kong Coffee. If you Google King Kong Coffee or anything to do with it, what's the first thing it comes up with? Is a gorilla, a full-size gorilla. So I said to him, let's just move away from that, because there's too many businesses doing that. And this is what he had another designer do, and this is what I came up with. So I just focused on the Empire State Building and the biplanes, because it really focused on the story of King Kong rather than showing the obvious situation going on. Breathe Hypnotherapy. That was his logo. So I didn't have a lot to compete with. So I wanted to get the feeling of natural breathing, lungs. It was all incorporated into his logo. He basically hypnotised people to give up smoking. That was the whole objective of his business. And the colours we used to evoke that feeling of freshness and lightness, and also natural. There you go, Gold Coast Referral Group. This is what I've done for you guys. There's a whole structure behind it. There's been a few changes on it, and I wanted to make sure that you can understand and read Gold Coast Referral Group, but you still got the smiley face in there. So I wanted to get the reflection of what the group's about, and it's always people smiling and happy. It's a good network. So this is going to be rolled out and updated when new members come on board. So this is the whole focus of that business. I'm going to ask one of my clients just to say a few quick words on the process that we've gone through. This is Sarah from M4 Marketing, and I've just recently gone through the rebrand of her business, and the whole structure of it was to develop the categories that she's got in her business. So is that all right? You just say a few words?
Sure, absolutely. So I've worked with stacks of graphic designers over the course of my career, and what I'll say about graphic designers and the difference with Chris is graphic designers can quite often just design and not think why they're designing it, whereas Chris actually gets into your business and understands it. And when I was trying to come up with a brand for what I was doing, so although I work for the government, I do private work on the side, marketing, a whole range of things. And I said to Chris, I just want something really simple, because I am fed up of listening to marketers that have been doing it for donkey's years and making it complicated. I just want basics. And we came up with the brand name, just M for marketing. It's that simple. And so he's helped me put together all this concept with the C for content, D for digital, and obviously the B for branding. And you've actually got G for branding there on that design, by the way.
That's great branding. Great branding.
That's G for grants. So one of the services I do is help people achieve grants, get grants from the government. It was great, and he's also worked with some of my clients and done a great job for them too. So, and he, as I said, he really gets into understanding the business. It's not just, oh, let's just do this because it's pretty. And he also thinks about where you're going to use it. So he's not just using it for the sake of design. He's also asking the question, are you going to be using it on vehicles? Because if you put too much into a style, then you can't see it when it's in a vehicle or a building or a shop sign, so it's pointless. So that's where he comes from. So he's great. Thoroughly recommend.
What happens when you pay peanuts? There's so many sites out there that offer free logos, cheap logos. You don't know what you're going to get. So what I'm going to do is give you a few examples. I don't want to offend anybody, but
Oh my
can
God.
only see
Let's make an interesting den.
these are actual logos from the market. These are actual logos from the market.
Oh.
They're not these are so now you understand sound bites important to use a professional designer. Right. This is one of our projects. I hope it works. Does that sound? Oh, there's no sound on it, is there?
Might just be faint.
Try the other remote underneath there. That might just turn the sound bar on.
Where's the IT dude? When?
Hey, Richard, no.
We need an IT solution.
Sorry guys.
Mate, you don't have someone else's
That's a shame, mate.
Repeat the volume on your
Anyway,
computer.
that was Carl Cox's Motorsport. He's a very famous DJ, and he pumps a lot of money into drag racing and motor racing, and he asked me to do the branding for it. So that was all the graphics that we did for the whole car. I've done motorbike teams for him as well, and it was just a great experience to do his work for someone like him. He was just such a nice bloke as well. But he was not. He just said, "Yeah, just do what you want to do. I don't want to constrict what you're going to do. Just do what you want to do." And I do referrals, developers, construction, business looking to refresh, startup businesses, business coaches, marketing agencies, and design agencies looking for overflow. Often helps out with that as well. That's me, Toucan Design. So, any questions, or anybody wants to talk about things a bit later on?